How are you tonight? Thank you so much for stopping over with Black in America and dropping some gems about Magic Johnson. In your professional opinion, when you look back over his career highlights, what's the top two that stick out in your mind, Steven?
Wow. Well, the jump hook at the Boston Garden to win an NBA Finals game against them, because when he drove into the lane in the last seconds and he did that jump hook, it wasn't the sky hook that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar obviously made famous, but to see anybody scoring on a hook shot in a pressurized moment like that, those moments were usually reserved for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Magic Johnson showed that there's no such thing as a great moment that is reserved for somebody that excludes him. He's going to be a part of that. So that's one of them. And then it's hard to pick a number two because the man was the orchestrator for Showtime, and there was so many highlights, so many phenomenal passes, so many big-time shots that he's made. But I would tell you, his jump shot at the All-Star game when he came out of retirement in Orlando, and the West won the All-Star game, that was memorable to me as well. So those are the two that stood out.
I love that. And when you think about They Call Me Magic, Apple TV cementing everything that he's done just as like a culmination. What are your thoughts about it? Have you had a chance to see any of the footage?
I haven't had a chance to see any of it, but he called me to let me know I was going to be in it a lot.
Oh, he told you?
Yeah, so he told me. I said, you didn't pay me, Magic. You didn't pay me.
Run that check. Magic, you owe Steven some money.
I said, you don't do freebies, but evidently you got one from me. But he's Magic, so he can do that. But I'm looking forward to seeing it because it's his story through his eyes, his vision. And even though he's been honest about all the things that he has endured, it's one thing to be honest. It's another thing to be open. He'll answer your questions. He won't lie to you. He's not a deceiver. He's none of those things. But he's also private in certain respects. And so, he's given every indication that we're going to see things here in this docuseries that we're not accustomed to seeing when we hear about Magic Johnson, and it's going to be compelling. Plus, remember, it's following up The Last Dance. That's when everybody was calling him and asking him to come. It's time for you to do this. So Magic's not going to follow Jordan and not do something epic, because that's not what Magic does.
Steven, you're the best. I love your energy, and you're so inspirational and aspirational, and we love what you do for the culture. Tanisha Laverne Graham, blackinamerica.com.